So today, for Heroines of Hometown History, we have an extraordinary story that goes back to the time of the American Revolution. When we think of the great rides that were taken to warn that the British were coming, of course, we think of the most famous one, which is Paul Revere. But there was actually another really famous ride that people don't know about. They actually have this statue here for Sybil Ludington, and there was a colonel that needed someone he could trust, someone brave enough, and someone who could ride a long distance through the darkness from about 9 p.m. to dawn, someone who could fight off enemy combatants to alert the colonial militia to the approach of British forces. So the colonial chose the best man for the job. He chose Sybil Ludington, his 16-year-old daughter. She was born on April 5th, 1761. This month, on April 26th, 1777, her father asked his young daughter to take a dangerous ride. We all know of April 18th when Revere made his famous ride. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. Many people do not know there was actually four other riders who warned their communities of the approach of the movement of the British forces. These five heroes included Paul Revere, Samuel Prescott, Israel Bissell, William Dawes, and the one who I am dedicating this post. It's actually off of a really cool Facebook page, like I've been doing a lot of these, to Sybil Ludington, who at that time was only 16 years old. On the 26th of April, 1777, he chose his daughter to make that famous ride. So she set out at 9 p.m. The night in the rain to warn the colonists at Danbury, Connecticut, of the approach of the British. She would make a journey double to that of Revere, totaling 40 miles, riding through Kent to Farmer's Mill and then returning back home again. During her famous ride, she gathered her father's troops, knocked on doors, and warned the countryside of the British troops' incoming attack, and she fought off a highwayman with a long stick, which is, for the I guess it'd probably be bronze statue that they have there. By dawn, she was exhausted, damp from the rain, but had accomplished her mission, warning the colonists, bringing together 400 soldiers ready to march and drive the enemy troops from the area. She would later be commended by George Washington for her heroism. Each April since 1979, the Sybil Ludington 50-kilometer foot race has been held in Carmel, New York. The course of this hilly road race approximates Sybil's historic ride. So this is definitely one of those people that we need to honor, and she is certainly a heroine of hometown history. History is out there, my friends.